Hello friends, we're already here with more of our CK2 English Neck Norman Yoke playthrough. William III's rule continues. He's now 21 years old and has managed to hold off a major rebellion against him. The attention now turns entirely towards securing Ireland. But first, you notice it's been some time since he regularly went out hunting or even trained from combat. His body is no longer what it used to be, but spending more time at home with his beautiful wife gives him all the happiness he needs in life. I'm noticing right now that our king has only one child, his heir. Probably good to have some spares. So we'll go ahead and do the potentially becomes fat, keep on eating, stay home, raise that fertility. If you get fat, you lose tribal opinion, but we have no tribes nearby, so yes, my family, give me children, please. Yep, there we go. We are now Rotund King William III. I'm sure we'll be just fine. We do at this point have a righteous imprisonment also. This is one of the counts who tried to break off from us earlier, a couple episodes ago. Unfortunately, the council is strongly opposed to putting him in prison, even though he did act as a traitor to us. I can't imprison him because many of these council members are currently under the influence of Ottavio and under the influence of Magnus, and they're all just stuck in one awful voting group together. Gotta wait a few more months for those favors to go away, so we'll be able to finally get the council under our power. It's all I'd really like. Have the council acting in the ways that are what we want. It's good to be the king. Outrageous! Our wife has told us if we don't stop eating, I'll soon no longer be able to stand, let alone accomplish anything of note. She has a point. We can start getting back in shape, but it's none of her business. Then she'll hate us. Again, the reason we decided to get chubby was to get the fertility bonus. Our wife doesn't much care for us. Fertility's not going to help too much at all. So I say she has a point. It's going to lower our diplomacy, our stewardship, and our martiality. Make us a little bit healthier, and hopefully being fat will go away. I also have a title called Jovial Patriarch. I love that. Man takes his fatherly duties with an eager and sunny attitude. We had increased fertility for about a week and a half. Good start, I guess. And just like that, we lose that fat trait. Briefest fat period ever. Alright, 93% war score here. We'll go ahead and heal this small army, probably siege one more bit of the province, and be done there. Should go fairly quickly, and then once we've taken this, I believe we'll hold enough of the counties here in order to make a duchy. Is that correct? Let's see. So here in Sildara, hope I'm saying that right, the Duke is... Actually, the Duke is no one right now. The proper duchy does not exist. We'll be able to create that very soon, once we hold one more county. That'll give us a direct claim on this county north, namely Westmeath. Look forward to taking that very, very soon. On our way to uniting all of Ireland, presently. In a brazen display of disrespect, Bishop Gervas proclaimed he would no longer serve as the court chaplain of a wicked king whose rule is still to be legitimized by the blessing of the church. Yeah, so we're still unfortunately uncrowned. We're also still excommunicated. Now, my sense is I can't get crowned by the Pope until I fix excommunication. That might be false. Might be false, we'll see. But our chaplain just stomped out. That's no good. Alright, can we apologize for our sins? We already tried to apologize twice. Most recent penalty for our sins was to go to Gavelkind. We're not about to do that. Let's see how much longer it has to wait. Alright, there's a 100% war score though. Let's go ahead and finish the war straight away. There's the white piece as a forced vassalization. So that Earl is pretty darn cranky about that, but that's okay. And now, as promised, let's go ahead and make ourselves a new duchy that we'll immediately give to him. I bet he'll like that whole bundle. Create that. Great. And we'll give it to this vassal who just joined in with us. He probably wants the duchy for himself. He does. And we already have 2 duchies for ourselves, so this third one we can give away without any trouble at all. Duchy of Meath. Yeah. All lower titles. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, cool. So with that duchy now, we have a way to press a claim for him. But first, what happens if we try to ask for our ruler to be crowned without being a rightful Catholic? We can only get any random priest then. Feels kind of gross. I think to keep the vassals happy, we're gonna have to do it. Time has come for us to become recognized as King of England. Any random bishop will be A-okay. It's better than nothing. Probably should have done that right away. We'll still get excommunication eventually, and now we don't have any good clergy with high learning in our realm. Probably recruit a nice Catholic from across the sea, and see if they'll be willing to join up with us. Gotta be male at this point in history, unfortunately. And best learning out there. Wow, 29. He might join me. He's 50 years old, 29 learning. That'd be pretty neat. And he's also a Catholic. So I'm going to send him a little bit of money, a little present there. Now he'll almost certainly join us here in the court. Yes, he will. And when he gets here, he'll take over the chaplaincy role, get back to researching technology for us, I suspect. What our people are largely doing right now. We also go ahead and hold a grand tournament. We need to recruit a physician. Imagine not having health care in the year 1114. A disaster. Alright, so you are going to be our chaplain, the council. Please don't die for a time at least. And that chaplain will be sent to here to do more researching. The ways in which technology develops at this point in history is just stand around and talk to people in the court. You'll learn some good stuff, surely. You can. To the excellent King William III of England, actually honored to officiate His Majesty's coronation, provided that His Majesty donates a small sum of money to the Holy Mother Church. How much is a small amount of money? 50 gold! Easily done. Already done. Alright, the Catholic priest is willing to crown me. How much will spend on the ceremony? Let's do an extravagant ceremony, inviting all the Catholic kings to visit us, the greatest feast of the century. Then we call the previous coronations the same, but this one's going to outdo all of the others, surely. I put my army's away. Don't waste money on that. Alright, I'm excited for our coronation. See what comes of it. Bishop Randolph's presence at the upcoming coronation has lured an entire flock of scholars and theologians to the court. Most of them keep a distance from nobility. The chance to overhear a few of them discussing the most intriguing metaphysical subjects. How many angels can dance on the head of a pin after all? The world may never know. Alright, let's listen on in. Are we actually get learning or intrigue? Well, what are we worse at right now? We're terrible at both of them. So I know if we get more intrigue, that'll keep the king safe from assassination. Learning gets to do us piety, generally. We're never gonna be a pious man. It's just not gonna happen, so we'll take the intrigue for now. That's okay. That's okay. Countess Heloisa, our cousin, had to pick a fight with me during tonight's feast. Whatever reason, she's come to the conclusion that I am an ungrateful hypocrite. She's also a lunatic, so, from the mouth of the fools. Outrageous. Well, I hate you too. Hooray, blood rivals. Always works out just fine for our king, I'm sure. Alright, Hugh has finished education in diplomacy. He's a very good diplomat. Maybe he could become our chancellor eventually. He's being married off also to someone. Who is this? It's a duke's daughter. I believe it might be. Yeah, and I think we're getting a alliance off this right now. Yeah, we have an alliance with the Duchy of Aquitaine, thanks to that marriage. I kneel before the bishop as a host of vassals surround us in complete silence. The bishop blesses me and places the crown on my head, proclaiming King of England by the grace of God. I'm finally a true king. Not as good as the Pope did it, but not half bad anyway. Alright, so about this earldom here. He has no allies. If I declare war on him, my council continues to be turbulent. Council does not like me picking off tiny people. Because I have his duke in my vassal chain, though, they're saying not to your liege. I mean, are you sure? Are you sure, friend? I mean, the duchy is my vassal, so I guess only the duke himself can press claim there directly. Well, we'll ignore that right now. I'm sure he'll join up before too long. Alright, I noticed that a lot of the favors have ended on the council, so let's go ahead and clean house if we can. Yeah, this like Glory Hound here doesn't much care for me. The problem is still the excommunication, right? Everyone dislikes me because of excommunication and being a very bad diplomat, being a bit of a boor, causing a scene with our 0 in diplomacy. Not even 0. Our negative, oh gosh, negative 10, negative 11 diplomacy. Oof. I don't want to say I want this king to die quickly, but I kind of want this king to die quickly. That's just no good at all. Oh man, it's absolutely brutal. Well, we'll see. You all to the south. I know you claim that you're a true king. You want a vassalized friend? No. Is it anywhere close? No, not really. Our marshals come forward saying that William de Mandeville the Jittery would be an excellent commander. He's only jittering for a fight. He's a 13 in marshal. You know what? Sure, I accept. I trust my people's fine suggestions. What I don't trust, though, is the council. And so I think we're going to go ahead and just clear house of anyone who will not support the title revocation law change. The most important thing right now, because our prison is full of people who rose up against us recently, and I need to be able to steal their titles. Sorry, rightfully claim their titles. Everyone's an opponent. Every single person in the council wants no part of this. But I thought that because they were all unlanded courtiers, they'd be actually cool with me seizing land when necessary. But no, and it might be the case that our personal diplomacy is too low to force that through. We could start buying more favors. We do have 1 favor on the council right now. We can buy 3 more favors, then we can get ourselves, actually, if we buy 2 more favors, we can get ourselves a tie, and ties go to the king. So let's see if we can buy some favors here. Now, Magnus is undecided. He might be in favor of voting with us. This person has a favor to Duchess Berthoiru of Gloucester. I doubt I can buy her a favor off of her, can I? Don't even see favor listed. Am I missing it? Or is she just above that kind of thing? Appears to be above that kind of thing. Yeah, she needs 200 money for that, so that's not going to happen right now. We already have a favor from Gervas. That's one of you is Gervas. Wait, who's Gervas? It was Gervas my chaplain who quit? That might be the case. Alright, you will not buy a favor. Alright, if I give him some money already, he will then be up for getting a favor. So I can buy it for probably about 120 money or so. How about you, Octavio? No. Oh gosh, all these people don't like him very much. Steward. We need a lot more cash to buy off the council right now. So, who is most replaceable? 14 in stewardship's not all bad. Can I fire you? Are you still in the not been the council long enough to get fired? I'm not seeing fire counselor, so can't do that right now. These people will start dying, hopefully, getting out the way for that reason. All right. Yeah, I think we're stuck with the council we get. It looks like. Gotta save up some cash. I want to start using more money to improve the domain, improve our personal holding, get some more soldiers, make so our vassals cower and quake in fear at the mere mention of our army. But at this time, I mean, the one largest group against us is only 57%. Not so bad. We're plenty large, I guess. Our vassal, the Cardinal of Durham, was given a seat in the College of Cardinals. What a lovely red outfit you have, my friend. I'm glad you're in the vassal chain somewhere. Sorry that your duke's land can't be stolen, unfortunately, because we don't have that law. Man, dude got so many counties, though. This guy's done a great job of holding stuff for himself. Giant swath through here. What I'm most excited about seizing, if we can pull it off, is actually Middlesex. So we can have our capital in London. I kind of want to move the capital onto the English territory. But that's going to require having that land for ourselves. We can't really do that still. I guess we can go and take out our loan from the Jewish merchants now. Who's this? The King of Scotland. Okay. So a while back we tried to set up an alliance with the Scottish king. So he would help us in a vassal war. He did not come to aid us. And so I kind of want to reject this alliance. Because after we're done seizing ye olde Ireland, I think Scotland comes next. Now, if I break a marriage promise, what's going to happen? What happens if I just ignore this? Just ignore it, and we'll see if the betrothal goes through. We do actually have to intentionally break it, or it'll automatically go otherwise. Still betrothed. Break betrothal. There's a lower King Simon of Scotland painted to me by -20. Ends non-aggression pact. Alright, so currently the King of Scotland has no allies. Yeah, Scotland, I'm coming for you. Just FYI, it's going to happen. Let's break this betrothal. I am a cur, a scallywag, but he's the one who didn't honor the alliance possibilities. So now we have a free sister again. This is going to be our second eldest sister. Yeah, is now 20 years old and unmarried. Will the French king happily take her off our hands? Your heir is... Actually, the king of France has... has no living heirs. Oh, his eldest son is a duke already. Got it. And his younger sons are only 11. I'm suspecting our sister is too old. Yeah, too old and big political concerns. I think our friends in France are thinking about eventually attacking us. Check the HRE as always. It's possible to find a love connection over here. This lovely bearded man already married, unfortunately. With a beard like that, why wouldn't he be? This is a bishop, so won't get married at all. Little kiddo's not going to go for it. Alright, how about in your family generally? Your bishop has no children. Alright, who's your largest vassal? Kaiser Aldebaro. Sancho of Aragon is eldest, or his largest, rather. Oh, wow! I didn't actually realize this. The HRE jumped over France and has taken over part of Iberia for themselves. I wonder if the HRE intends to incorporate France eventually. Is they currently have French sandwich going? Baguettes, I guess. I'm curious what the possibilities are, though, on them being converted. Being integrated, rather, eventually. Conversion of Panmanja. Pajanma. There we go. Tribes have joined Catholicism thanks to the King of Sweden. God has touched them all. God be praised. Alright, so your heir is unmarried. I, again, doubt this will go. No. And the only issue to this marriage is just that the son is too old, and our sister's too young, and our promised is too young. But no rest of family here. All the siblings are female. I think, unfortunately, at the time... What's this? Who's this? Raiders my territory. Outrageous. Alright, so I'm busy blathering on about having trouble making a love connection. Now, however, it is time for us to go fight. I thought holding on shift there. I thought holding on shift made it so that people in hostile territories don't get raided. Vassal armies don't get raised in hostile territories. But I guess it's control, not shift. Maybe I pushed the wrong button there. We lost 300 people there. A sad story. Okay. I cannot get any rest from my wife pestering me about making her friend a spy master. Does not care our spy master is competent, skilled, and great. But you kind of want to change out the council. Who's this person who's your friend? My brother! Prince Hugh! He hates us! Why does he hate us? Because he wants to be King of England. I'm sorry, friend. I'm not going to put you on my council. I mean, I definitely don't want him as spy master hating us that much. I think our wife might be plotting against us with our brother. Horror of horrors, I'm onto your tricks. I'd be okay with having him as our chancellor if we make him like us a little bit more. He just wants kingdom, though, and he's ambitious. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's possibly this is going to end up killing our king. So, if I go with it, no one is happy. So the queen will get a little happier, apparently. But he'll still be really, really cranky with us. So I think I'm going to say no. I'm angering my wife to try to keep the king alive. She's not sleeping well. Poor friend. She's rejecting seduction attempts and is not sleeping well. How do we read those? How do those fit together? I wonder. Oh gosh, I need to actually fight this battle I'm standing around on right now. Okay, I'm going to attack from both sides simultaneously. No raiders in my territory. I'm the only one who's allowed to raid the money of our poor peasants. It's all for me. Message from the King of France. Hey! The king himself, King of Franconia rather, wants to marry our sister. Where exactly is Franconia? Over here somewhere. The titular kingdom. Inside the HRE. You know what? Sure, that's fine. I think that's not the same sister I was worried about before. I think that's another one of the many sisters that are on offer these days. Alright, time to stop the raiders. Everyone marches in. They have more numbers right now, but now we got more. Their raiders are, as I say, mostly light infantry. Actually, they're pretty well balanced between light and heavy there. Also, I know I'm missing a commander. I should definitely fix that. And we put a loyalist steward on presently. All right, they've been sent away. Let's now put our armies back away again. Cool. And is there a loyalist steward available right now? Okay, so our wife's pregnant. I wonder if it's actually ours. I think we're very suspicious players on the way, but at least another kid's coming our way. Fantastic. To get a loyalist steward, though, we have to go all the way down to this guy named Adam. Random Adam here likes us. Why? Apparently we're all friends here. Is that really the only loyalist I see? Well, time to do the bad thing. That's me a 5 in stewardship. Not good for the realm, but hey, good for me. Okay, and then not enough money now. I could probably start buying some favors. So, yes. That's 2 votes in our favor, definitely. And another one, still no there. If I give him some other cash, might go for it. Additional cash, will you go for the favor now? Still no. Sad story. Okay, how about from you? No. Alright, alright. Might be short a vote, unfortunately. Let's go take a look at that. I had to wait till the favor goes through, actually, before I can see what's going to happen. Alright, so for revoking titles, we got 1 in favor, 1 undecided, and then 1 favor we can call in. That's 3 in favor, 1 questionable, 3 against. It's all going to be worth it when it works out. Buy Magnet's favor? No. 50 interests. These 2 are definitely not going to vote in favor of what we want at all. Ricardo is the one possibility we can get. In 12 months, his favor stats will end. Maybe we can buy one up right then. The pregnancy is making my wife talkative and cheerful. However, she needs to go rest and keep her health high as possible, thanks. Okay, so with the important decisions here, I think we'll be able to see when Declaration of Repentance is available. Our Rest in the Dark has helped calm my wife down and deliver a healthy and strong child. Can't wait, can't wait. Alright, cool. At this point, everyone would be happy with me imprisoning one of the dukes who's against me. Now, I see that the leader of plot against us. Votes say yes. Everyone's on board. They all hate this guy. Excellent. So he might break off. It's okay if he does. Yep. Duke Weird has raised his flag in rebellion. He has almost no troops, so we can use our standing retinue to deal with him. We'll do that. And up we go. What if my commanders in the right positions here? So Tegany, my middle person with 12 combat skill, has Defender's a perk. Sure, we'll use him. The Pope has lifted the excommunication of the Duchess of Bedford. So she's still in prison. She's the one who launched the rebellion against us. Not quite sure how we feel about that. Alright, where y'all going? Y'all are heading towards Ross. Yes. Maybe just Ross. We're in the moon now. They're heading to where we actually are. Let's just stand there and see they come at us. I doubt they will. And wait till they're locked in. Alright, our wife wants gossips. Let's spend... as our family members to hang out with her. She likes this. Gets more health. Healthy wife, healthy baby, hopefully. Alright, the combat is upon us. Maybe we'll capture the Duke here. Pretty minor little war. It puts over our domain cap almost certainly, but that's okay. And Pope Honorarius II has died. Died. I should hire a physician real quick. That's... King William III has inherited the County of York from Count Hakon of York. How'd that happen, I wonder? Maybe Count Hakon died. So we're over our domain cap. We'll fix that once this battle's over. We see exactly how far over we are. See what comes of that. So, our incumbent steward led a group of smugglers in the county of Powys. This is our friend the Loyalist. Oh no, we're ruining the nation just to get a vote on tile verification. So that happens when one starts grabbing random bits of loyalists support you. Alright. Messenger brings word from Mithrfidfil. There we go. One of the priests residing there is willing to serve his position. A priest named Buvis is schooled in full medicine and has served in several sick houses. Hopefully he's not carrying a disease. He is possessed. This might be hilarious. But it appears that the other priests are happy to see him go, as he's renowned for being a tad overzealous and frankly insane. What's the worst that could happen? I think we're going to say no on this one. His learning is only 15 and he is in fact insane. Might be very, very funny. But I think we're good, thanks. Alright, so we can't recruit another physician yet. We have to wait until it respawns. Jihad for Persia. The great Sunni Caliph Nasser has decided to call jihad against the Kafirs and the Sultanate of Persia. Good luck to you all out there. Alright, we don't have a large enough army to actually siege down. We're trying to siege, so let's raise our armies after all. And the siege will not take long at all with all of them raised. The ones across the channel back away, don't need them currently. And our vassal duke is now a flamboyant schemer. Please don't stab the king. A daughter was born unto our king. Giselle is her name. She's a sickly baby. Please don't die, Giselle. Giselle, you're the apple of your papa's eye. I noticed that we have a fairly large... this one right here. Increased council power in England. 86% of liege's strength. Yeah, wow, everyone hates us. I mean, domain too big is the biggest issue right now. We can fix that very, very easily. Maybe we'll go ahead and do so right now. A piece of Stonehenge has fallen off, almost hitting a bystander head. Certain areas of the magnificent structure seem to be in dire need of upkeep. Repairs at once, 50 money. Bet these pieces fetch a decent price in gold. I mean, we have a lot of prestige right now, so I'm going to go ahead and sell a bit of the treasure that is Stonehenge. Hope that works out okay. Okay, so the people we're fighting right now have only 2 bits of land, I believe. I actually didn't mean to move the whole stack up there. Only want to move half up there, but it's fine. But, again, we captured the leader, I'll be over. Always nice to have a shot at that. Hey, we did. Actually, no, we captured some random guy, apparently. Hello, random guy. I doubt you're worth money to anyone, but if you are, won't that be sweet? I want one of these armies, just that one, to march down south. And we once again issue the Declaration of Repentance. What does the Holy Father want this time? See in a second. Let's go ahead and give away one of our extra holdings. So, I'll pick a couple counties down this way. I guess I want to keep those together. And we have York also. I kind of want to keep that also, because it's like a nice seaport area and has some lovely rivers and has a Y in the name. Who doesn't like Y's in names? What else do we have right now? Somerset. Maybe we don't need Somerset. How many possible holdings? Only 3. We're going to give Somerset away. So our friend Adam has been a loyal member of our court, and he's a loyalist. I want to keep him happy. So we could give him some land. We already loyalist because he's our friend. Maybe if other people on the council were given land, they'd be more likely to work with us. Ottavio likes me a little bit. And as far as buying a favor, he's very close. So I'm going to go ahead and give him land. Hope this is not an absolutely horrible idea. We'll see how this goes. Off that goes. Congratulations, you're now suddenly a count. With that, do you suddenly want to get a favor? Yes, you do. Alright, giving away all of the treasures of the kingdom in order to pass the son of a gun. Look here, Mr. Pope. Once again, he wants us to show humility by moving to Gavelkind. Absolutely not. Is it possible the Pope is stuck on this idea? The only way we get excommunicated is if we, or the only way we get recommunicated is if we go to Gavelkind. I'm just not willing to do so. It's just not going to happen. Alright, we have to wait until this war is over to put forward a new law. So we have the favors we need. The law will pass very, very soon here. Sieging you a little faster. What's this army out here that just won? army of Ossory, I guess? I don't know who that is. News has reached me that claimant to our titles, named Mstislav, is hiring men for an attack against me. Hope he's not prone to accidents. Where do you live? The chiefdom of Medjugorje. Way out there. I don't see us assassinating him. We have no contacts that way, so we fight any adventurer in 2 years' time. That'll be fine. That'll be just fine. A Danish-English excommunication war has been launched on the King of England by the Swedes. It appears the Pope was not content with excommunicating me from the church. He has now enlisted the help of King Sigurd to unseat me from my throne. I will not allow it. How large is the Swedish military? How big are they? So, not super huge. That said, time to call in the allies. Join me just in the one to stop excommunication. Now, I don't know if they will, in that they're good Catholics, and I'm the only bad Catholic in this fight. But hopefully, the allies will come protect me against the awful Swedes. Again, I think I potentially could beat the Swedes without the help of our vassals, and they're not vassals, our allies. They're all coming anyway. How fantastic is that? Very fantastic. A message from the mayor of Genoa, an heir of the city of Savona, wants to marry off some random marshal to a random woman in our court. You know what? Sure. Better friendship between our worlds, I'll accept. We should wait for the Swedes to come in by raising all of our armies. And ideally, I'd like not to raise my vassal armies, as they are, vassals are a little bit cranky with me currently. I don't want to make them angry by using their troops consistently. A new Christian military order has been founded by a small group of wealthy knights, the poor fellow soldiers of Christ from the Temple of Solomon, Knights Templar for short, so to protect pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land. The Catholic Church fully endorsed the order, allow pious Catholic rulers to call in their aid. Pious Catholic rulers, known as Not Us. Alright, nearly finished this war right here. The Swedes are coming for us. Will we survive? Find out again in next episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.